Dr. King will always stay because that's how you learn, how you brainstorm, how you think about ideas. We have been investing a lot in terms of how do we combine handwriting with AI. The future of Dr. King or productivity using software is you have this canvas where you write and you brainstorm, you come up with your ideas. You have AI as your partner working together with you on this canvas. Not just in terms of acquiring information from the existing content, now it's integrated into the creation flow. It started almost 15 years ago. So I was still a student.
You alone for 5 years. How many users you have back then?
Maybe a couple million users.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing that one person created an app with million users.
Oh my goodness, goosebumps.
How many employees you have now?
More than 300, in more than 40 countries.
But you're like the app of the year and you only have like 100, just a few hundred.
I imagine something really epic.
I just want to ask like your philosophy of running team, growing team. Say if you were to have like double the team size, would that be a lot better for GoodNotes? Or you just prefer this pace, or how do you see things? สวัสดีครับยินดีต้อนรับทุกคนเข้าสู่รายการ Chief's Table ของเราอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะครับรายการที่จะพาพวกเราไปคุยกับผู้บริหารผู้นำองค์กรใหญ่ๆนะครับทั้งในไทยและต่างประเทศนะครับวันนี้เราได้รับเกียรติพิเศษสุดๆนะครับจาก CEO Founder ของ GoodNotes นะครับบินตรงมาพูดคุยกับพวกเรานะครับถึงอนาคตของการจดโน้ตต่างๆนะครับแล้วก็วันนี้ผมมีโฮสต์พิเศษสุดอีกหนึ่งท่านครับผมคุณคณะจากเพจฝรั่งอ่างมอนะครับคณะจริงๆแล้วเป็นพาร์ทเนอร์กับ GoodNotes ด้วยนะครับช่วยรันหลายๆเวิร์กช็อปหลายๆอย่างให้กับทาง GoodNotes อยู่นะครับก็เลยเอาคณะมาช่วยกันถามคำถาม
ยินดีมากค่ะมีข้อสงสัยที่แบบอยากถามมานานแล้วเตรียมไว้เยอะเลยวันนี้
ดีมากจริงๆถ้าพูดถึงแอปที่ทุกคนต้องมีเนาะในแท็บเล็ตคือถ้าใครใช้แท็บเล็ตเนี่ย
คือใช่เลยคือซื้อมาปุ๊บเนี่ยคือดาวน์โหลด5แอปแรกเปิดไปที่ App Store อันนี้น่าจะอยู่ในท็อป5ท็อป10
แล้วไม่ใช่แค่ท็อปอย่างเดียวนะเป็นท็อปจ่ายตังค์ด้วย
ถูกต้องค่ะพร้อม
เป็นแอปแรกที่เราต้องพร้อมจ่ายตังค์ให้เขา
ใช่ค่ะ
เป็นแอปที่ตอนนี้ต้องบอกว่าเขามียูเซอร์กว่า20ล้านคนเรียบร้อยแล้วนะครับก็เรียกว่าเติบโตมาอย่างดีเลยนะครับแล้วตอนนี้ต้องบอกว่าไปขั้นหนึ่งตอนนี้ใครๆก็พูดเรื่อง AI กำลังจะเข้ามาเปลี่ยนเรื่องของ productivity เนาะให้พวกเรา productive มากขึ้นทำอะไรได้มากขึ้นก็แน่นอน GoodNotes ก็เอาฟีเจอร์พวกนี้เข้ามาใส่ด้วย
ถูกต้องเลยค่ะซึ่งคณะอยู่ในวงการการศึกษาด้วยแล้วก็อยู่ในวงการทำคอนเทนต์ด้วยจริงๆเนี่ยใช้ GoodNotes แบบเปิดทุกวันเป็นแอปที่เปิดหลักเลยอยู่ในด็อกไว้เลยเรียบร้อยอะไรเงี้ยค่ะซึ่งปกติเราก็ใช้จดโน้ตเนาะก่อนหน้านี้ค่ะพี่ตาพอมันมี AI เข้ามา integrate ในเรื่องของการจดโน้ตเพิ่มเติมเข้าไปมันทำให้เราทำงานได้เร็วขึ้นเรียนรู้ได้ไวขึ้นแบบก้าวกระโดดซึ่งวันนี้อยากคุยเรื่องนี้กันเยอะมาก
น่าสนใจมากๆนะครับถ้าอย่างนั้นเรามาเริ่มพูดคุยกับ CEO Founder ของ GoodNotes กันนะครับ Today we have the pleasure of welcoming the visionary behind it all the CEO of GoodNotes Stephen Chen
Thank you for having me here.
All right, so I would like to start off with difficult question for you first. Now that AI is coming, it automatically transcribe, even summarize and do everything for you. While in the past, people might use GoodNotes to jot things down and do the meeting minutes and all. So my question to you would be, how do you see the future of note-taking? Is it dying? Everybody will use AI to taking notes for them. How do you see AI coming in as part of note-taking?
Great question. So I personally believe Dr. King will always stay because that's how you learn, how you brainstorm, how you think about ideas. Even with the advance of AI, maybe it helps you with transcription so that you don't have to write everything down. But now you're able to process the information, write down what's truly important. So I think Dr. King will always stay even with AI. Dr. King will be even more useful actually because if AI frees up you from doing the manual task of just writing everything down.
I like how you answer it. It's not about taking the note that people want to do. It's all about shaping your thinking, writing down what's important because if you let AI transcribe everything for you, it's probably not going through your brain at all.
Right.
It just fly through and
You don't get to
you
learn.
don't get to learn anything.
For sure. But for something human like note taking, of course, with AI, we try to take the easy route with using AI. We try to like, oh, let's go the effortless way. So it would transcribe everything. So that's how we see like note taking in meetings work. But how is it different when it comes to working and learning with AI ability as well? That how AI is changing the way we capture and process ideas differently than before.
Yeah, I think now AI is so powerful. It has the ability to understand natural language. So you can have a lot of information. AI is able to highlight or summarize for you. The way I see AI is your kind of thinking partner. So for example, if you're learning a new concept, then you can talk to AI and then you can capture information that interests you or you find useful. And for work, it's similar when you are coming up with new ideas. Then maybe you start by sketching some of your ideas or you're writing down some of the ideas. Then AI can be your thinking partner again to critique your ideas, to tell you the blind spots that you may be missing. So I think this way I see the future of note-taking or productivity using software is you have this canvas where you write and you brainstorm, you come up with your ideas. You have AI as your partner working together with you on this canvas.
So it doesn't replace your note-taking process. It helps assist, make it better.
Enhance, make it
Exactly.
even better. Now that AI is coming, and I know that GoodNote in the latest version has add a bunch of AI features. I would like you to get into a bit more detail on how AI changes the way GoodNote works and how it empowers people to do more work, learn better, and do everything better.
So we started the journey of integrating AI pretty early. So we start with Ask GoodNotes, so where AI can help you summarize your notes and then also answer questions about your PDF or notes. So it has been really useful for our users. So some of our students rely on Quiz Me feature. So you have your notes and then it can quiz you whether you actually acquired the knowledge. So we took it further into GoodNotes AI. So not just in terms of acquiring information from the existing content, now it's integrated into the creation flow. So as part of your note-taking, as part of your ideation, now it can actually help you draft the initial content based on your conversation with AI. It can create templates for you. So if you're in a meeting, we have the whiteboard and then it can actually create a custom template for you for your meeting. So it's becoming truly powerful as part of the entire workflows using GoodNotes.
From my perspective as an educator, someone who works in education sector, we see a lot of university students in Thailand who are heavy users of GoodNotes.
Very heavy.
Everyone use GoodNotes in universities, and then when they graduated, for someone like me as well, we still use GoodNotes in meetings. And one of the reasons for me is that because I feel like handwriting is still helps me process ideas even better. So sometimes I will do note takings and typing. And I feel like I don't remember it as much as when I do the handwriting type. So when we combine handwriting with AI, now that we have the technology combined together, does it enable something that wasn't possible before in terms of processing ideas, remembering things, in learning for both in the education and also in the business world?
Yeah, I think it's the power of handwriting. It's the power of using your hand instead of typing. So I think that kind of helps you remember information, helps you come up with better ideas. And then we have been investing a lot in terms of how do we combine handwriting with AI. So we started with simple things like spell check, like finding your spelling mistakes, and then it's actually helped me. So English is not my native language. Sometimes it spots my spelling mistakes.
It helped us a lot too. To be honest, it helped us a lot.
Yes. In the future, there will be more handwriting sketch-related AI features.
Awesome. The most amazing thing for me is that when it corrects you, it does correct you with your own handwriting.
Yes.
It's not just change the letters when you're typing things up with autocomplete and all. It's like oh, I did write that.
It's still my handwriting,
but it's still my
corrected.
handwriting. So I think
Exactly.
that's pretty awesome.
Exactly.
So from what I hear now, AI actually opens up a lot more opportunities for GoodNotes. You can touch the area of drawing, sketching. You start touching on project management, start tracking things and all. It's almost like a research tool because you can chat with AI and expand your idea, start putting more things on your whiteboard, on your canvas. So it's pretty amazing. But at the same time, when we started off with digital paper, that's very intuitive for user. But now with all these features, how do you find user adapt with this? Are they using a lot? Or maybe you can tell us a secret of what are the features that people use the most and how they learn and how they adapt.
Great question. So yes, as we continue to develop GoodNotes, it gets more and more features. Sometimes not everyone knows about every features. So, but simplicity is something very important to us. As we continue to make GoodNotes more powerful, we still want to make GoodNotes very simple to use, very delightful to use, with a great user experience. There are certain areas where we think that we can promote more. For example, we recently launched a whiteboard and a new text document feature, but maybe not everyone knows about them.
Right.
For example, some of the features is actually very intuitive, but some users rely on them a lot. For example, using circle to lasso. So you can circle something, you long press on the circle, you can move things very quickly. You can use scribble to erase. So some of these are maybe almost like second nature to some users, but we actually need to do a better job in promoting them more so that
why they
everyone
have
knows
you.
about them.
Now you know ทีนี้ทุกคนก็รู้แล้วว่าต้องไปใช้นะคะฟีเจอร์เหล่านี้ Is there any particular feature that when you study the users how they use it that surprised you the most, like oh they use
They
this
use
for
that.
this interesting.
I want to hear that too.
I was quite surprised many people use digital planner in GoodNotes.
Yes.
I think I found out about a few years ago, and I was surprised there's a huge community
Yes, and
using
they sell
GoodNotes
all
for
these
digital planning.
templates.
And I bought all of them.
Yes, when I saw their planner, I was so impressed. It's so beautiful, so organized. They have their days, months, all inside GoodNotes.
Is it especially in Thailand or do you see this trend in other countries as well?
In Thailand and also other countries. Yeah.
Very nice. It made me feel so much better about my life and feeling things are organized in my GoodNotes. The next question is not particularly to flatter GoodNotes, even though I'm a loyal user, but compared to, let's say, other note-taking apps out there, what are GoodNotes' advantages, especially with AI features in note-taking?
We are probably one of the most advanced in terms of integrating with AI. Probably one of the first, or actually maybe the first application to launch spell check. And now integrating GoodNotes AI into like a paper notebook, generating templates for you. We are probably one of the first in the market, especially when we combine stylus and AI.
All right, I think we heard a lot about the current features and where GoodNotes are heading. I think a lot of people might not know much about GoodNotes, so I would like to ask a bit more about the journey of GoodNotes. I've heard you started this when you were a student, so I think people would love to hear how it was started and in particular how the app has evolved over time. Now we at GoodNotes 6.
It started almost 15 years ago. So I was still a student, as you said, and I got the iPad on the very first day. So when I first got the iPad, I was so impressed because it was the first time I can use my finger to touch software.
There's no stylus back then.
No stylus back then. Yes, it was already very amazing using the iPhone. Now it's a much bigger screen. Then I was a student. I have so many paper notebooks. Then I was thinking, oh, how can I get rid of all my paper notebooks and go completely digital? So at the beginning, it was building for myself, and I totally didn't expect so many users around the world love GoodNotes so much. And then I've been working on GoodNotes ever since. But the first 5 or so years, it was just myself. It was quite challenging, so trying to do everything by myself. The reason it was just myself is because that was before the stylus. So I was not sure whether the product can sustain for many more
I
years.
see. But even at that point, with you alone for 5 years, how did the app grow? How many users you have back then?
I believe at that time we grew to maybe a couple million users.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty amazing that one person created an app with million users.
Oh my goodness. Goosebump.
Yes, I think that because of the App Store, it gives you a channel to distribute your software. Because before that, I actually did many software, but never got any traction. Now you have a platform where you can just upload something and then people may like it.
Yeah.
Is it possible to talk about the time when you feel like it has grown enough? The point, like I want to know the moment that, oh, this has grown so much that I feel like I want to start building a team to make it big for people around the world. Was there like a particular moment that you remember?
I think it's really the launch of the Apple Pencil. Shortly after that, our user base became double in size. So and then we've been growing like at a very fast pace year by year. And I'm so glad we have a very talented team to build a product together. So before that, I was feeling I have all the responsibility not to let users down. Now it's shared with a very talented team. And I always feel very fortunate to be working with such a talented, now a global team of more than 300 people. And now we are not only on one platform, we are on multiple platforms so that more people can use GoodNotes. And I think with the launch of ChatGPT in particular, it really kind of gives us confidence that we can take GoodNotes even further. Because before ChatGPT, we were already thinking, how do we make GoodNotes smarter? To be able to understand you, to be able to help you whether you're working or studying. Now with the launch of ChatGPT and AI, there's so much possibilities that we are so excited about.
That's really cool. Can I already ask a little bit about the team? How many employees you have now?
More than 300, in more than 40 countries.
But you're like the app of the year and you only have like 100. I would say you say more than, but to me it's like just a few hundred.
I imagine something really epic.
I just want to ask like your philosophy of running team, growing team. If you were to have like double the team size, would that be a lot better for GoodNotes? Or you just prefer this pace, or how do you see things?
Maybe my personal philosophy is to grow at a very healthy pace. So for example, during COVID, we didn't grow the team a lot. And then we didn't have to lay off big portion of the team. So we don't want to overhire. So we are always very careful. We want to bring in people who are very passionate, who is very good at what they do. And we also want to empower the team to do their best work in their life. And we want to give everyone a very good autonomy. And we want to be creating a very transparent culture where everyone can share their best ideas. And there's no ego in the workspace, but really we try to pick the best ideas. We try to come up with the best ideas together.
Love it. That's my next question. Because you keep adding a lot more features, I believe part of your culture is definitely innovation, creating space for everyone in the team to actually come up with new ideas. What exactly do you do? You run hackathons? What kind of things you do to get all these cool ideas out?
We actually do a quarterly hackathon. So we spend 1 week after every quarter for the teams to form teams together. Sometimes they may be working in their own team. They haven't had a chance to work with people from other teams. So it's also a good opportunity for them to work with people across the company. And then they can spend 1 week to come up with some cool ideas. Actually, some of the AI features were born from the hackathon.
Now I know why. After a few months passed by, I was like, oh, already new feature on GoodNotes.
So it's almost like every quarter there will be a new set of features.
Interesting. Now, from a user side of the story, there are so many community events hosted by GoodNotes, which I've been very proud and honored to be part of. So I'm curious, what motivates GoodNotes to pursue the user community? It's a very strong community here of people using GoodNotes in Thailand in particular. Is there any way that this interaction with the users helped shape the direction of the product?
Definitely. Our users, our community is the most important to us. So we want to build the best product to serve our customers. So that's why we want to create very good feedback loop. So we take ideas, feedback from our users, we all incorporate them into our roadmap while thinking about how do we grow GoodNotes even further. For example, we launched a beta version in June. So a couple months before our big launch, we want to build together with our users and then get their feedback early and then get their ideas. So the whiteboard is really born from our user feedback. The whiteboard or infinite canvas is the number one feature request from our users for many years.
Because when that was launched, when we start having the whiteboard one, I was like, how did they know exactly what we want? So that come from the users like me.
That's cool. Let me flip the side a little bit. Were there any features that got killed eventually? Like we were on the wrong side. Perhaps you can share something.
I can share one. So when we were thinking how to use the latest AI advancement with handwriting, so we built two features. One is spell check, like checking your spelling mistakes. The other one is called word complete. So while you're writing, we are predicting what you're writing and then try to complete the word or sentence for you. But at the end, we killed that feature because we didn't see as strong of a adoption, but also emotion from our users. So that's why we have to kind of pick very carefully where we invest. We want to deliver true user value. So if things are not working as expected, we may sunset some of the features.
Thanks for sharing that. And I think it's back to what you said at the very beginning, that GoodNotes want to be a place where human and AI can work together in a seamless way and not like annoying user. Perhaps a little bit before we end this conversation, how do you see GoodNotes in the next 5 years? I think GoodNotes has so much potential to become anything. You can have like 3 more apps, like one app on education, another app on office productivity, another app on like a design tool. I think you can even be that because you're really good at all the handwriting and visual features. So how do you see yourself in the next 5 years maybe?
Yes, for GoodNotes, we want to become the most iconic note-taking brand in the world. Not just for stylus, but really for any kind of input, any device. You can use GoodNotes to capture all your ideas, any important information, but also enable you to work really well with AI to come up with even better ideas, whether it's with AI or with your team or with your classmates. So we are very excited about how AI can impact education. So we launched GoodNotes Classroom a few years ago, and after ChatGPT, there's so much potential. For example, we use this large language model to cluster students' answers automatically. Because we observe how teachers are spending their time on marking up the answers. There's so much AI can help minimize that time and then so that teachers spend more time interacting with students directly. So we'll continue to invest. So we recently for example, decided that we'll make GoodNotes education even more accessible for more schools, for more teachers, for more students. So we are very excited about the future of AI in education.
Now from a user side, again, I'm gonna ask for a sneak peek for you all. เดี๋ยวถามให้นะคะ So can we expect looking ahead now or looking ahead into the future? So can we as user and also I think maybe for working age groups of people คนทำงานทั้งหลาย for those who want to, let's say, up level their productivity game or for learning when you're already adult working, can we expect to see any exciting new features or experiences coming soon? Apart from the one that's already just
We have
launched.
many. We have many.
Let's keep it at that. Okay. เดี๋ยวมีให้ดูอีกเยอะแน่นอนค่ะ
All right, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for taking time with us. Really enjoyed the conversation.
Thanks again for having me here.
Thank
Thank you.